And today we're talking about dogs.
You have to define the purpose of why you're getting a canine.
Right.
Is it to be a household pet?
Right.
Or is it to be a defender of the home?
Yeah.
It's a great alert system.
Yeah, even a golden retriever.
You can. They all learn. They all learn, and they all are trainable. Now you run into the potential liabilities of what if that dog bites somebody?
Yeah. He looks like he's ready to do battles.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Stop it! An owner can screw up a dog that's been properly trained.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you how.
Hey, welcome back. My name's James Kerr. I'm the founder of Boss Security Screens, and I'm with Michael M.J. Johnston, our chief security advisor and expert in all things law enforcement and security related. And today we're talking about dogs. And I got to tell you, we have a small white dog, very cute, but very protective. And that dog is the first thing to hear anything.
Yes.
And he'll park himself in front of my 12-year-old kid, right there on his bed. And if anyone or anything comes anywhere close to him, he's like a missile. Not only is he yapping, not only is he aggressive, but he looks like he's ready to do battle. So I love that dog for that reason, right? There to help me know when something's not right. But what are your thoughts?
Well, dogs are a great self-defense tool, right? They help notify, like you said.
Yeah.
And it's instinctive in most of the dogs to protect their master, right? And it becomes that relationship. And it doesn't matter whether they're a big dog or a small dog, they all have that tendency to alert because they're all territorial.
And you were part of the Canine edition.
Yeah, I was part of Canine in Henderson PD. Mine was a narcotics dog, so it wasn't trained for
drugs.
Aggression. It was trained to detect drugs. But the great thing about a dog is it is so trainable. Yeah. And you can teach it how to alert. Yeah. You can teach it levels of aggression. I mean, just go on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook and look at the number of videos that show how dogs interact with small children, or when an intruder tries to take a child, and you'll see this dog run across the grass and attack the perpetrator. So they have that natural instinct for protection, and they can be a great tool. But in that, like all great tools, there's maintenance that has to happen.
Regular and ongoing training.
And there's some parameters, right? So those people that get a dog and train it to be ultra aggressive, now you run into the potential liabilities of what if that dog bites somebody? And do you put notices on the exterior of your property that you have a dog that is on property, so that beware of dog. When you have a large breed, ultra aggressive dog, and they attack the fences, right? If that fence pops open and they attack on somebody just walking by, you do have a lot of liability. So my recommendation is to have your dog properly trained by a professional. They can train them on protection. It's very easy to do, and the dogs learn very quickly. So once you get the dog trained, they'll also train you to reinforce the training. Because an owner can screw up a dog that's been properly trained. And I'll tell you how. How many times has your dog, or have you heard somebody else's dog just barking and barking and barking to alert you that somebody's outside? What's the first thing you do after they bark for a long time? Shut up! Stop it! Well, you've just trained that dog not to alert.
To diminish.
You've diminished their concept of territory. And so you can hurt a dog as much as you can help a dog by the training you give it. But you can give good training or you can give bad training. So the next time you're out there working with your canine, think about think about what you're reinforcing. Are you reinforcing when they alert that there's somebody at the door? Do you say, good boy, good girl? Do you pet them and praise them? Or do you scold them for being too loud and barking too long? But that's all part of the training process.
So in summary, canines have a role in security for sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, we see them, Dobermans, German Shepherds, whatever. These are breeds that are highly trained and prepared to do specific tasks at like military installations.
Correct.
For most of us, the question of whether to have a dog or not isn't so much about security. It's more about, this is the type of breed I like, or...
Correct. But even in that, you can still train a dog to learn.
Even a golden retriever?
You can. They all learn. They all learn, and they all are trainable. Now, are there breeds that are just better at security work?
Yeah.
Sure. But like you said, even the smallest little dog carries the biggest attitude, and they'll defend their home if they feel that it's being threatened.
And does it really well.
It's a great alert system.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, we joke that, you know, you really need two dogs. You need one big mean one, right? And you need one small yappy one, like the one we're referring to wake up the big mean one whenever there's a, you know, really
Well, the yappy one's going to be the one that's standing there the bravest.
Yeah, that's right.
And then that's because he's got the big dog behind him.
Yeah, it's funny. These security things, we all talked about compromises when it comes to security, and we talked about good security not being cheap and cheap security not being good. So maybe the dog equation, along with these other things that we discussed, like weapons and fortifications or whatever, is really has to fit the condition.
Yes. Right? It's the same as picking a firearm. Think about it like this. If you're choosing to get a dog for protection, then the same considerations that you get a gun for protection. They need to have the same thought processes. I mean, you need to understand what tendencies, what traits do these breeds, because you brought it up. A retriever is more of a hunting and dog and loving dog. They're not really an attack dog. So again, you have to define the purpose of why you're getting a canine. Is it to be a household pet? Or is it to be a defender of the home? Or is it both? And you can get both. But again, choosing the right breed, getting the right training, and then you, the owner, reinforcing the training. I mean, I've walked in homes where you've got all five, the mom, the dad, the three kids, they're all screaming at the dog to shut up. Again, that's just negative reinforcement. And so you want to make sure that you use it as the tool you intend it. If you intend it to protect your home, use it that way. If you intend it to be a friendly pet, then use it that way. But you can get both.
Great. Good stuff.
So thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you.